Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pilots by Affinity Streaming Podcast. I am Contrell, joined today by Sarah. How are you, Sarah?
Hello, good, and you?
Great, good to see you again. Today's pilot, Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton Story, um, starring India Ria Amartino. So
This is the
first,
beginning.
yeah, let's ask you guys to follow our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We are at Affinity Streaming Podcast. Today's um season one, episode one, is a limited series on Netflix. It's sort of a prequel to Bridgerton. 6 episodes, created by Shonda Rhimes. It is on Netflix. Focuses on the Queen Charlotte in her early years. How did you like the episode? Let's start like what you felt you're like generally about the episode.
Okay. Because I already watched like all the Bridgerton series, like
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting like what I saw, which is good because I know like how Shawanda like works and I like it. But there's like some things from the story that I was like, maybe this part would be like better or weird because in my case, like doing like all this Bridgerton series, I didn't know that she got like 13 like children. Like they didn't mention, I didn't like any appearance. So it's like that's weird. And the second, I don't know. I expected her to be more rebellious. Like she was like very like content like with the brother. Like she was like just following like what he says, which from the period time, like okay, it's true, but I felt like she's like very savage like when in the Bridgerton series, so I expected like be even more when she was like younger.
So
So
you finished all of Bridgerton, both seasons, correct?
yeah.
I did too, but you have not gone past the pilot on this one. This was our first time watching this, and you haven't watched any more since. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, good. Me too. So we're both blind to what's gonna happen next. All
Yeah.
right. So this premiered just this year, May 4th, 2023, on Netflix. It's, as you said, it started with her and her brother, and her brother promised her off to the King of England.
Yeah.
They really discuss more of the racial differences here than they did in the first Bridgerton things.
Yes.
So I guess it was a shock that she's marrying the King of England just by the look of people's faces uh, at the wedding and
Yeah.
everything. So, what did you enjoy the like chemistry between those two actors, the King George and Charlotte?
Yeah, he sold it very well. Like I'm telling you, like yeah, I believed him. Even like me as an audience, I was like, oh my god, he could be like a good person, and it's just like not possessed by power, you know. And I did believe like everything that he said, and it was like okay, like yeah, just marry him, you know. And yeah, like I did like I enjoy like the actors like chemistry, and I think the pace of the pilot also was good, and I like the introduction of the characters too. There's like a not a lot but enough, as like his servant that he's always like following her. That was like a funny
Yes,
part.
yes,
I
I
was like,
enjoyed
I will
him.
be
Yeah.
always here. Did you get used to it? Like I don't know, like I think like they did a good job in that introduction, like people but not a lot, and like setting like the the scene that was happening at that time, and also like I loved the music as always, but in this one I feel like it was remarkable. I think the choices and they were good. It was good. I had a good time.
All
And
right, let's
you?
mention let's mention King George, played by Corey
Okay.
Milcrest, also an English actor, just like India,
Yeah.
both English actors. They were great. And the Brimsley character you mentioned, who follows the Queen around, his name is Sam Clement. Um, so just to mention all
Nice.
the people we loved
Yeah.
in this episode. So
Yeah.
the it flashes back and forth between, I guess, current Queen Charlotte and young Queen Charlotte. Um,
That was great.
she just lost her daughter, so they have no heirs. So I guess that's going to be a point going forward, is trying to figure out which one of her useless looking kids is
Yeah.
gonna provide an heir.
The
Um,
yeah.
do you think you could, like, I don't know what, like, Spain's cultures, could your parents have promised you off to somebody? Do you think you would do it, or would the rebellious Sarah climb over the wall and run away?
uh, I don't know because depends on the culture that you have been growing, like it can influence you a lot. And I don't know like how old is she in that like settlement, and when like the agreement is done. I don't know how old is she. I don't know if they mention it.
I don't think
So
they
it
did.
depends. If you're like in your late 20s, no way, I'm not marrying it. If I'm like in the earlys or like I'm more like teenager, like adult teenager, or I don't know, like you can be more influenced and you think that your parents and your like family like wants the best for you, and it's you have like a responsibility as belonging to that family. So it's like maybe you got influence and you have to do what you have to do, you know?
That's true. That's true. We also, at this point, at the wedding, they invite a bunch of minorities to the wedding just to fill out the bride's side, and we get
Yeah.
introduced to Lord and Lady Danbury. And I guess Lady Danbury becomes her best friend in the current day Queen Charlotte, not current day, but like the older
Yeah.
Queen Charlotte. And I just thought, whoever did the casting for Lord Danbury, that old guy,
That was weird. That was
he
so weird.
was
I mean, he was hilarious because it's
he
like
was
if
great.
the point exactly if the point is making it look like so not correct, that was it. Like they made it. But yeah, I think that his character also like bring like the point of what was happening in that period time. Like
Right.
yeah, girls they
He
didn't
was
have
he
like
was
any power.
old with a young wife. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah,
He was great. Cyril Neri, he's a
it was
Nigerian
great.
British actor. He was just he was great. He was
Yeah.
taking his teeth out, and
Oh my goodness,
he was
yeah,
awesome.
stop. Yeah, and the teeth out and sleeping before the wedding.
Sleeping at the wedding.
Like
Yep,
like
that's
snoring.
weddings are boring. So I do it later. We
Yeah.
also see the Game of Thrones mom as the mom
Yes.
in this. She just, I guess
She always
she's just,
plays.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, she plays like an evil mom. Like, they're just what she does. I guess she
But
wasn't really
she's good
evil,
at
but
it,
she's
It's
very
like
good. Michelle Farley.
yeah, it's very
Well known
convincing.
from Game of Thrones, but she's been in a couple things as the bad guy. I feel like, as a bad mom and some other stuff. But the White Princess. You ever seen the White Princess on Stars? She's she's the bad mom on that too. And I think
Okay.
she's in Gangs of London. She's a bad mom, but she's a great
Uh,
actress. But I feel like she's been just typecast as the
is she
evil
British?
British mom. Yeah, yeah, she is.
Okay.
Yeah, she is. I
Nice.
enjoyed her part also, and she said something that really hit home with me. They were like sitting around thinking about, if it's okay for the king to marry
Yeah,
this brown skinned girl, and she was like, "We're the palace. We tell them what's okay. Like
exactly.
they
What is
don't tell
normal?
us what's okay." And I
Yeah.
just thought that was really like powerful. Like if we want this to be cool, we're gonna make it cool because we're the palace. They're the peasants. So I just thought that was a strong line, and it made a lot of sense. And I feel
Which
like
is
that was
bad
awesome.
because
Is it bad? It was bad because if they could say they could do the opposite, but they kind of did the right
a
thing.
good thing. No, no. I mean, this
Yeah,
like the ending of the point of it, like it was good. But I'm telling you, like they were like using their power to say like you no like no one have like has right to say to me like what is good and right and what is like acceptable or not, so that can go in any way.
you're right.
So in this case it was right because yes, of course, like in my case, like now it's like oh my god. But that's scary because it's
It was
like
scary,
when I
but
see
I
I
thought it was
think this
very
is right,
interesting.
this is
Yeah,
right. Yes.
yeah. I thought it was just very interesting that they're like, we're the crown. We make the decisions. I just thought that was a
Yeah.
great. That was
Well, it's
a
how it
great.
worked. There was another point to show like how powerful the crown and like the royalty was in that period. You know, it's
Right.
like you just like say yes to everything they say. So that was
That's
another like
right.
way to show it.
Yeah. So another one of my they show Queen Charlotte and her children. They go to the funeral for the daughter, and one of the brothers is just crying all the time.
Yeah.
He was my favorite. He was just like every time. And what did she say to him? Like prayers and something. She used to
Prayers,
say
sorrows, sorrows,
prayers,
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 prayers.
prayers. Sorry, yeah. He seemed like
That
really
was a
broken
nice
up,
line.
and
Yeah.
she didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great line. What else did you like about this first episode?
I feel like Shawanda or this production like is very good at bringing like that love side, that ideal romantic beautiful love, or like like everything setting up for the wedding and for the bride, and this romance that it's like it's set now, it's settled, but they don't want to, well, she didn't want to get together, but now she wants, and now that they're married, spoilers ahead, he's an asshole because he doesn't want to like even spend the first night with her. So it's like she's very good at doing these merging like sense like emotions and feelings during like the show. So the first one is like, oh, you're neutral because you introduce the characters, then it's like you feel for her because it's like she's in pain with all these dresses that she has to like wear and has to like attain like all the orders that her brother is giving to her. So it's like this poor girl. Then you feel for the brother because it's like, okay, I have to do this arrangement because for the family, and then like you feel like, okay, escape. So she escapes, and then she finds George. Well, George finds her. So it's like, oh, maybe George is not that bad because and then you feel like, oh, okay, we have a wedding, and then the wedding happens and everything looks fine, and then the weird thing, it was like the best friend said be careful, and that was like so not aligned with what was happening. So it's like and yeah, like after that they show like the king wanted to like have like their own space and leave her alone and just he like give him babies. So yeah, you just go like up and downs, and I think it's great. Like she does a really good job with the script, with the dialogue, the pace. I feel like nothing, not like any scene was like so long or it was like okay, I'm done with that. No, so I felt like it's beautiful, like all these dresses and all these scenes and the gardens. I just like it. I think I was a princess in another life.
So
So
would you be content with just the big house and the servants and the money and not needing the king around, just he shows up just to get you pregnant every once in a while, would you be okay with that lifestyle?
I don't think so. It's so
Mm.
easy to say like yes because you have everything, but you have everything like in loneliness is sad. It's no. It's no. I don't
Aw,
think
that's so
so.
sweet. Aw, that's
No,
awesome.
because no, I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think so. Maybe I would, because I think everyone gets used to everything. So and you can get to used to anything too. So maybe if I have to do it for my family, I mean that's if it's that the worst part, okay, you know.
All right.
But I
Nice.
don't know.
All right. So let's get down to the brass tacks here. Are you going to watch the other 5 episodes?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Yes, yes. I want to know, like, if he
Yeah.
actually is that bad, or it's because he has some trouble, and he needs to like settle, like I don't know, a business, or he has like other problems, or it's because he actually is like stupid with her, and yeah, whatever. I want to know more.
Okay.
And
All right,
you?
yeah, I absolutely. I was like ready to watch the second episode after we finished the
Yeah.
first one. So I'm definitely into finishing, especially it's only 5 episodes. I love the previous Bridgerton stuff. So I definitely want to finish this. So on our rating scale here at Pilots by Affinity Streaming is really simple. It's hated it, liked it, or loved it. Sarah, go ahead, give us your verdict.
It wasn't that impactful as maybe others because I already like know the sequels, So I was expecting already like the mood, the songs, the story. Also, I love the voiceovers that she always does, like in their TV shows. So I feel like it's more like a story, It's like there's someone like telling a story. So yeah, I like that. So I would say like I between like and love it. I'm in the middle because it's like I liked it, like I love it because the story, but I didn't like love it because I already know what the format that it was
Yeah.
about to be.
Well, I don't know if this is gonna surprise you or not because you did see my reaction as we watched this together, but I loved it and
Nice, nice.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this plays out and also another season of British. And I just love Shonda Rhimes, so I know
Yeah.
that's probably like taking some points off my man card, but it's
Also,
all
another
good.
question: Do we need, as I did also in another podcast, like, do we need the show?
Um, I don't know. We Bridgerton was a hit, so it would be kind of cool. I think it's cool to see the backstory of like she wasn't really a main character to me in Bridgerton, but it's cool to see the backstory of how because they show little bits of like the king is like old and dying in the currency in Bridgerton, and it's
Yeah.
just cool to go back and see. Um,
Yeah.
I think I enjoy this. I don't. I think it's fine. I think we need it. Yeah.
Yeah, because in my point of view, I was thinking like I don't know if we need it, but at the same time, if you want to continue with the Bridgerton story kind of thing, going to do the same thing is like boring. So
Right.
now you pick the one of the interesting characters because she was the consistent one.
Hmm.
Like when first was like one girl, then it was like the old brother, the oldest brother, and so on. So it's like it kind of get repetitive, so it's like enough for that, like
Yeah.
that style. So I think like if they wanted to continue with that, like they had to focus on another character, and I think they did a good job like picking
I
her.
think they did a great job. Yeah, because some of the other characters, like in season 3, I really don't care about. Like I
Yeah.
honestly don't care about Lady Whistledown and her love with the other guy. I just really don't
Yeah,
care.
it
But
was
um,
okay. It was something different because it was so much drama, and she was like, getting like the forbidden thing happening. that it's always like so
Yeah,
appealing. So it
nice.
was a good, it
All
was a
right.
good like also touch.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. So I loved it, and we will be continuing this series. But as you know,
Yes.
we only do first episodes here on Pilots. So next week we have a brand new season one, episode one. You gonna tell us what that is, Sarah?
That show, it's called This World Can't Tear Me Down, and it's an Italian show, and it's a cartoon show. So we'll see how it sits because I usually don't watch them. So maybe it will surprise me. I don't know. I'm open.
Let's hope it surprises you. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate all your support, and we will see you next time on Pilots.